Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brothers Grimdark and the final game for Dean's first season of Warhammer from the beginning.
Finale.
The finale. The scores at the doors are 3 for the Necrons and 2 for the Space Wolves. So we shall see what I can do and if I can get a victory today to shore up a draw at least. But yeah, Dean's been talking some smack off camera actually, so...
I'm sitting pretty, you know?
Sitting pretty, you know. Pride comes before the fall, as they say. So yeah, neither of us have touched the glorious trophy because you know don't want to jinx anything. No jinxing. But it is there.
It's there.
There it is. Yeah, looking all shiny and things and
ready to be
alluring.
alluring.
Yeah. So Dean's come up with a list based off of what he's enjoyed using over the course of the season and what he thinks will be good. So do you want to talk us through your keys today?
Number one. The main one is second Doomstalker.
Second Doomstalker,
Second Doomstalker.
Yeah, because that'll just make that part of your turn a bit more reliable, hopefully, if you've got 2 of them. One will mess with everything, but hopefully the other one will do something.
As a backup. Yeah, it's just more fun. I mean, I love the Doomstalker. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If it hits, but when it doesn't, having to wait for it to come around again. So having a second one, and if it creates carnage, then
which I'm sure will.
Bring on the carnage.
Bring on the carnage. So yeah, I've brought plenty for Dean to target with his Doomstalkers.
Oh, you
today.
sure have.
Yeah, be running all four of my Dreadnoughts today. So yeah, his Doomstalkers gonna have some priority targets to go into for them. But yeah, I always love running Dreadnoughts. Obviously, I love mechs. My favourite things in the game. So. That'll be a big part of my army is sunk into those four models in this game. But second key for you, Dean?
Second key, Plasmancer.
Plasmancer, yeah. That sort of not quite psychic potential, but mortal wound output that he brings.
He's my Vigo.
He's your Vigo, yeah. And I will, of course, be bringing Vigo to counteract him. Yeah, have Plasmancer on one side doing wizardy things, and
Vigo on the other.
Vigo on the other side rolling his runes and bringing down lightning and...
It's devastating. When that hits, that's...
Yeah. Oh, wait till you fight against Rowan's, what are they called? Zoanthropes, because they're even worse. Yeah, their damage output is nuts, yeah. That'll be next time you come through, you'll be playing against them.
Something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to, yeah. And then your last key...
Warlord Kehratet, the Doomsfather. The Doomsfather, which I will be giving the trait Merciless Tyrant. And that
like the man.
Adds the 1 strength and
extra attack.
Extra attack.
Yes, he's a bit up to strength 8 and 5 attack, sitting on 2. So yeah, he's decent enough in combat.
Yep, and he's got his big
Infinity Arrow,
which
could do some damage to my Dreadnoughts. Because last time you held on to it, maybe
didn't do anything. Well,
coveted that arrow. No,
I think I held on to it too much, and I think I actually took a pot shot at your Dreadnought, but it was the shield.
Yeah, it was the one with the shield. Yeah, and I
nothing.
Just made the saves. Yeah, go after one of the ones that's not going in unsave, and score some damage hopefully. And then of course across from him, Asgrim. Mordekai's Howl was my warlord today. He's running his usual things. He's the Master of Sanct today. He's got the warlord traits, Beast Slayer, which isn't really going to come up unless somehow he gets in contact with a Doomstalker today, which I can't really see happening because there's a lot of table for him to slog across. But he's also got the Wise Orator warlord trait too, so his litanies will be going off on a 2+ rather than a 3+. And lastly, his warlord trait, his relic is the Mountain Breaker Helm, so hopefully he'll get to nut something with that, because it's always very entertaining, nutting things. He just hits them with their stick, and they're still standing.
Brutal.
Yeah, and then lastly, thing to talk about today is it's going to be Dean's first time doing Tempest.
Yes.
So we'll be running Tempest mission pack today, and I'll be trying to talk through Dean of how that works and the cards and everything, and yeah, it'll be a whole fun time, and it'll signify the graduation of Dean to the Warhammer 40k universe. I'll have nothing left to teach him after today.
Maybe 1 or 2 things.
Maybe 1 or 2 things, yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, we'll get to the table and see how deployment goes. Okay, here we are at the table. It's a very high table today, I think. Rowan's he's set this up, and I think I can barely see you over the top of some of these.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so we've got basically mostly line of sight blocking, some light cover, and then dense through. But not a whole lot of cover for the Space Wolves,
Good.
Yeah, like that. Plenty of fire and arcs for the Doomstalkers and the Warriors, which are potentially even more scary for me to shoot through. Because Anyway, we've drawn missions for Dean's first Tempest. So we got Dawn of War, as you'll see from the deployment zones, but we've also drawn Burn and Raise.
Burn and Raise.
You get 5 points for controlling one or more objective markers in your command phase, and you get an extra 5 if you control more than your opponent. That's turns 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 5 is the same for the player that goes first. They score 5 for controlling one or more, and 5 for controlling more than their opponent in their command phase. But this player who goes second scores at the end of their turn. So in the last battle round, they get their whole turn to try and get back into the game and see the control. And then there's also the additional. You can raise an objective marker that is either no man's land or your opponent's deployment zone. You can't do it on your one, but basically in your movement phase, you can decide to raise that objective, which means at the end of your turn, that objective is just removed. So if you think
you're going to get
you get onto this objective, but you think
get it out of here.
But then you maybe think that your opponent is going to take that the next turn. You can raise it to get rid of it.
And it's just get rid of it. You don't move it.
No, it's
anywhere
just gone,
else,
and you score 5 points for doing that as well. It's an action you get
Sweet
5 points for.
Brah.
And then Scrambler Fields, which is only really going to affect when Dean does his Veil of Time, I think. So it basically makes deep striking more difficult. I'm not going to be deep striking anything before game, and neither is Dean. So it's only going to affect when he does Veil of Time on whatever he decides to do Veil of Time on, which basically if any rule is used to redeploy a unit, that rule cannot be used to set that unit up within range of an objective marker in no man's land. So when Dean brings up that unit and moves it somewhere else, it can't be on any of these 3 objectives. But other than that,
that's fair.
Other than that, he can stick them wherever he wants to. So that's that. We shall roll off to see who will be beginning deployment first.
It is time.
That's a 1, Dean.
Beatable.
That's a 6. So I assume you will want me to put a unit down first.
You are correct, sir.
So I shall begin doing that, and we'll see how deployment goes for the 2 of us. Here we are in deployment, and Dean has deployed both units of his warriors as well as the Skorpek destroyers fairly centrally. Meanwhile, on the other side of the board, the 4 dreadnoughts are spread across Linden's deployment zone. Okay, deployment done.
Check. Deployment check.
Yeah, some scary looking, definitely not War of the Worlds inspired walkie things over there.
The way this is kind of laid out, as though it's just going to be head on.
It's just head on
collision.
Yeah, and it'll be whether I can collide with you before you just shoot me to bits. So, important rule. See who gets first turn. Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. You usually go first.
You go first. Okay.
I'll take this one, Linden. That's a 6.
Right.
Oh, just shy.
Not quite good enough. The Necrons shall be commencing turn 1.
Okay, my command phase now. Basically, it's cards.
Yeah.
So, Tempest cards, secondary objectives, Storm hostile objective.
It's a tricky one, so Dean's got to get all the way over here. He's probably not going to do that this turn.
Capture enemy outpost, which is
also
the same.
This is the only one I control, so he's got to go over here. So it's not the best draw, but his third one is
bring it down.
Bring it down. So basically, I nominate the unit in my army that has the most wounds, and Dean's got to try and do that. I have 4 dreadnoughts that all have the same amount of wounds, so I'm going to stick it on the hardest dreadnought to kill, which is the Wolfen 1. So I've got 8 wounds and a 4 Pinvan, so I'll stick that on that. But if Dean's able to kill that this turn or next turn, if he decides to hold on to that card, he'll get 5 victory points for that.
Nice.
So that's that one, and then you've just got your command protocol to turn over as well.
Protocol of the Sudden Storm. Directive 1, add 1 to this move characteristic of models in this unit.
Okay, so you're going for the movementy one, so basically everything that's around the character in the middle there is going to be pretty much everything other than maybe the scarabs is going to get +1 to its movement. So
okay,
decent.
That's alright. If this unit is performing an action, it can still make attacks with ranged weapons without the action failing.
Okay, so probably won't be doing that this turn because you've got nothing to perform actions on really, but that's not too bad. A little extra movement. You've got a objective that you can score, so it's something. And yeah, we'll just get back in Dean's movement phase, I guess.
Yeah.
Kehratet movement phase, and it's a general advance for the Necrons. But crucially, Dean made sure he kept 3 units of Scarabs in front of his 3 powerhouse units for protection.
Command phase.
Shooting phase.
Shooting. No, but in the command phase, I forgot to mention the "Thy will be done."
Oh yes.
On the units.
Both unit of warriors. Yeah, it's not going to count for that one because they're not in range. But that unit, it's in range.
It'll help.
Well, not in rapid fire range, but Dean's going to get 20 shots of them at my aggressors. That's
good. So we'll start with them.
So they're hitting on 2s because they've been. Thy will be done.
They've been blessed.
Right,
hitting on 2s. Jolly good. Well, 1. No, that's good.
Not too bad. You will be wounding on 5s here now.
Wounded on 5s.
Actually, before you roll those, do you want to do the stratagem for 1 CP that any 6s you get here will also be a mortal wound?
Yes, I think I will.
Yeah,
so that puts my command down to 2.
Down to 2, yeah. And then any 6s you get here will be a mortal wound. I think
it'd be good if it was in the last one there.
In the last, yeah.
A lot of 6s. Right.
So it's 3 mortal wounds. So that's 1 dead off the bat.
3. And then 5s.
5s, yeah. Do you want to just double check that stratagem to see if it's a mortal wound in addition, or if it's a mortal wound and the attack sequence stops?
Which one was that called again? Revenge? Nope. Resurrection protocols. Whirling onslaught.
Nope.
Self-destruction.
Nope.
Deathless arise.
Nope.
Talent for annihilation.
Maybe that one.
Discretion. Capacitors. Nope. Use the stratagem shooting phase when a Mephit unit in your army.
Not that.
Where
is that one?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one.
6.
6s inflict a mortal wound in addition to any normal damage. Okay, so it's 3 mortal wounds and then 8 saves. So your AP -1 on that, because of Armour of Contempt, I reduce it, so I'm still getting my 3 up save.
Okay.
But I fail 4 of those, so that's going to kill 2, and 1 will be on 2 wounds. So not a bad opening salvo from
that's alright.
From Necrons there.
Yeah.
What are you moving on to next? Those guys?
The mortals. So how many is there? 1, 2, 6.
5.
1, 2, 5. 5. I don't have my glasses.
No, my glasses. And
2.
they're rapid fire as well, so just 1 shot each at the moment. Not within half range. And on 3s. No hits.
Lordy Lou, 4 1s and a 2.
Okay, the Doomstalkers.
Doomstalker. So roll to see.
Which one are we starting with? What's he shooting at?
This one on that fella.
Okay.
So roll 1 first to see
how many shots you get.
How many shots?
6 shots, yeah. 4.
Nice.
Hitting on 4s. Not bad. Wounding on 3s. Just the 1, but it goes straight through my armour, so D6 damage.
What's the armour on?
8. So you can't kill it. 3, so 4 becomes 3, and then because I Venerable Dreadnought, I ignore those on 6s. So I ignore 1, so he's down to 6 wounds.
Right, okay.
Taking 2. And then the other Doomstalker,
assuming
he's going down here.
Yeah.
So that one is going to be, you can see, but he's shooting through a lot of stuff. So it's going to be -1 to hit. So we hit on 5s. But see how many shots you get first. Just the 1.
Oh, lordy.
1 shot. No, it doesn't hit.
And that's that.
That's that. Okay, well, the aggressors took a bit of a punch there. That's not nice for them.
Especially from this distance, it's not too bad.
No, it's pretty good. So,
Took a couple of wounds.
It's only going to get worse for me as I close in, but I have to close in. So
there's no other choice.
No other choice. I need to get there. So we'll see what happens in my command phase. Okay, Space Wolf command phase, and I've drawn better cards than Dean.
You sure have.
So I got a tempting target, and which is Dean gets to
nominate.
Nominate, an objective marker in no man's land, and he's gone for that one. So if I get onto that, I will score that. I've
Nice.
got battlefield supremacy, so I need to control 3 objective markers, which again I want to get onto that one, and the wolves can hopefully get
And
onto
that
that
includes your own one.
Yeah. So I should get that as well, and then grind them down. We shall just need to keep tallies over the next turn or two and see who kills the most. Dean does have some soft target scarabs that I can maybe go after, but we shall see. So only other thing to do is Asgrim do his litanies, which I don't think are going to be that important yet, but
Litanies.
so I'll do Litany of Hate on him, which goes off, and then I will do Exhortation of Rage as well, which does not go off. So I reroll ones to hit in combat in his aura, but I did not get +1 to wound rolls on the blood cause.
Okay.
Good. Back in my movement phase.
Space Wolves movement phase, and of course they advance towards the Kehratet lines, and crucially they make sure that they end up on 2 objectives in no man's land.
Okay, it's the Vigo phase.
Vigo's phase.
We're starting off with a smite. Has to go in the closest unit. So it's those scarabs. Doesn't go off.
Oh.
Then he'll do a murderous hurricane onto the Scorpix. So that's the one that makes them strike last.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So I'll try that one. On an 11, that goes off.
It does go off.
They are. I'm going to use my snazzy little reminder. Murderous hurricane, just to remind us that they will be fighting last. Okay, that's the end of my psychic phase. Back in shooting.
Space Wolf shooting phase, and 5 scarab bases are shot off the board, as well as 2 Scorpec destroyers.
Okay, my command phase. Get another command protocol. Protocol of the Vengeful Stars. I think I've had that one before. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack on an unmodified wound, roll of a 6, improved armor penetration characteristics of that attack by 1.
Yep.
Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets the unit within half range, the target does not receive the benefits of cover or saving throws against that attack.
Okay, and that's the meth threat's the specific one, so you get both of those.
And I also got some side missions, 2 more because I got rid of 2 at the end of my last turn. Battlefield Supremacy, which you just had.
Yep, which is doable. Dean just needs to get a couple of scarabs onto these units and take some pot shots at the wolves, and they'll probably run away. So
that could be a easy 5, hopefully.
Yep.
And Raise Banner.
Raise Banners, which he would have to do it on the Scorpex and sacrifice them charging, so he probably doesn't want to do that on this turn, but it might be useful next turn. And obviously, you've still got Bring It Down to try bring down that dreadnought.
I've still got that one, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to stick Thy Will Be Done. He's out of range of this unit to do Thy Will Be Done on there, but you can do it on this unit and this unit.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll both be +1 to hit rolls.
And my Reanimator.
Yep, he gets to bring back a model, so he can just bring back one of those. And if you wanted to, you could use that stratagem to let him do that twice. So you could just bring back those 2 Scorpex I just killed if you want to. It cost you a CP, but I think that's
worth it, yeah.
Yep.
So, Twa. And they're back in the game.
They're back in the game, yep.
Nice.
Nice. And yeah, his
Reanimator's gonna
stick on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Very nice.
Kehratet movement phase. The 2 remaining units of scarabs look to claim those central 2 objectives. Meanwhile, the Scorpec destroyers put themselves in a position to make a charge this turn.
Shooting phase. I'm prepared. I'm going to use Necron Warriors shooting into
the aggressors.
So that's rapid fire.
Yep, within range now, so that's 40 shots. They were My Will Be Done, so hitting on 2s. This is going to hurt.
I can't even...
So, just 1's miss, everything else.
1's miss, 1's a miss, 1's a miss, 1's a miss, 1's a miss.
And I had to give Dean some of my dice, I'll take those ones back. You can give me all the rubbish ones. Thank you.
You got the jinxed ones.
And then, that's everything.
That's it.
These are all wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s.
But any 6s will be at an extra AP because you're in that command protocol now, and you're within half range. So 6s will be an extra, next AP.
I'll just do, and then on 5s, you say.
5s, yeah.
So it's 5, 5. Okay, these. Oh well, 50-50 maybe.
So how many 5s first?
1, 2. Oh,
Not
just
sixes,
5.
not
5s.
sixes, just 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 5s. So because you're Mefret, you get an extra AP for being within half range.
Okay.
So you're AP -1 on the Goss Flare, so that becomes AP -2. Because of Armour of Contempt, I ignore one of those. So a 3-up save becomes 4-up save. So I fail 3 of those, so he's dead and he's taken a wound.
Okay.
And then how many 6-ups was it?
3.
3 6-ups. So that is AP -3. So I need 5s on these. Save none of those. So 1 is still alive, but he's only on 2 wounds. So the one that's 6 to hit cause an extra hit, and then 6 to wound will cause a mortal wound, capping at 3. Okay?
So
and this one's just hitting on 3s because they weren't my will be done, but should still be enough.
So 2s and 1s away.
2s and 1s away, and then
2s and 1s away.
actually not a whole lot of 6s in that, Dean. I think it's just the 1.
No.
Oh, maybe 2. But any 6s will generate another 2s.
There's a lot of 2s and 1s.
A lot of 2s and 1s.
Oh, a lot of 2s and 1s.
But yeah, the 2 6s will generate an extra hit each.
I think that's it. No more 2s and 1s. Yep.
Yeah, so you get 2 of those back in for the 2 6s.
Okay, so that's extra hits.
Extra hits, yeah. And then you're wounding on 5s. But 6s will do mortal wound in addition.
Okay. Oh, here we go. 4 6s.
Okay, so that caps at 3. That's immediately me down to 3 wounds.
Okay. So would the 4th just go on? Yeah, that's
well,
still,
the rest are all rest are all regular saves as well.
You said it was hitting on 5s.
5s, yeah.
So that's it.
How many is that?
So
6.
6.
So you're not within half range, so you're not getting the extra bonus for that or for being Nefrit. So this is just AP -2, which becomes AP -1, so 4 ups. I fail 4 of them. That's enough to kill him. Oh no, it's not, because I will.
He's got something, hasn't he?
I will be ignoring these on a 6. So I ignore 1. That's still not enough. Still 3 damage goes through. Does he blow up? No. That is 1 dreadnought gone. He gone.
Then the Doomstalker and Kehratet, the Doom's father, took aim at the Space Wolf dreadnought and took it down to 2 wounds. In the charge phase, the Scarabs charged into the wolves, and the Scorpex engaged the Bloodclaws, only to be heroically intervened into by the Dreadnought and Asgrim. The combat phase saw the wolves take out 1 Scarab base. The Scorpex destroyed 5 of the Bloodclaws and the Dreadnought, but did lose 4 of their number in return.
Okay, Space Wolf command phase. Drawn my cards. I've got extend battle lines, which I've already scored, which is handy. I don't need to do anything for that. I've got investigate sight, which I don't think I can do because I've not really got a unit that can start performing that action in the middle of the board this turn. I could wipe out Dean's units, but I'm not going to be able to do the action and do that. And then no prisoners will be a tally that will just keep ticking over. So that's every time you kill a model, you add a tally up, and then at the end of your next turn, it'll be whoever's on the most. So no prisoners and extend battle lines are doable, but yeah, investigate sight isn't. So we'll move over to Asgrim, and he's going to do Mantra of Strength on himself, make himself angry. He is.
Oh, he does.
And then he's going to do
6.
Exhortation of Rage on the 2 Bloodclaws to give them +1 to their wound rolls as well, which he does on his 2. Okay, that's my command phase. Bring back in my movement phase.
The Space Wolves advanced towards the Kehratet dynasty once more, and the Wolfen Dreadnought put itself in a good position to make a charge this turn.
Okay, Vigo phase, we'll be kicking things off with a Smite.
Smite him?
Smite him, he doesn't go off, unfortunately.
What's it go off at?
5.
Right. No, like, what makes him attack himself again? Is it
double one or double six.
Double six, okay.
Okay, and then we'll do Living Lightning onto the Scorpex as well. Ooh, so that is going to be a Perils, because double six. So I'll do D3 on myself, the full 3, so down to 2. But I do D3 on you, so 2. So
I do a D3 on you.
So it kills him and over to him, and then because I've successfully cast the power.
No reanimation on him, no.
Not for Psychic Power, no. From the Tempestus Discipline, it means on a 4+, I do a mortal wound on every unit within 12 inches. So it's going to be just the Scorpec. So the Scorpec on a 4+, yes, he takes another mortal wound, so he's down to 1. And then onto the Scarabs. On a 4, they also take a mortal wound, so they're down to 1. Okay. Here ends the Vigo phase.
In the Space Wolf shooting phase, several warriors were brought down, but the main event was the Dreadnought one-shotting the Reanimator and removing it from the game. In the charge phase, the Wolf and Dreadnought charged into the Immortals. Both Asgrim and the other Dreadnought charged into the remaining Scorpec, and the Intercessors charged into one of the units of warriors. However, they did lose one of their number on the way in. In the combat phase, the Wolf and Dreadnought wiped out 2 of the Immortals. The warriors and the Intercessors exchanged blows and took 1 model from each other, and the Dreadnought wiped out the remaining Scorpec and advanced into the middle of the board.
So yeah, that's me. Points-wise, extend battle lines, as I say, I couldn't not score that, so I still get that.
That was a...
no prisoners. Oh yes, Dean has killed 4 models so far this turn. He killed the 2 with the Scarab, and he killed 1 with Overwatch going in there and another one in combat. So Dean's killed 4, and I have killed 6 from this unit, plus the Reanimator, plus one of those.
Yeah, I think...
So I've killed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and plus a few from that unit.
Yeah,
We'll look at that in a minute. But I'm ahead on that at the moment, and Investigate Site I didn't try to do. So I've scored another 5 on the secondary. I'm still controlling 3 objectives, but yeah, Dean's got a lot of fire still around. You know, he can jump out of combat with them and still shoot. Those guys kind of, so there's a lot that Dean can do this turn. So yeah, we shall see what he gets up in turn 3.
New protocol of the Conquering Tyrant, which is going to be
now
good.
To find a protocol before the Conquering Tyrant.
Every time, all of it. Means I can fall back
and still shoot. It's just -1. So very good turn 3 one to have, because I've now engaged those warriors, so they're just going to be up.
Get away from that.
Put on back and still put all that.
And I've got my other secondary missions. Attempting target. When the secondary target is generated, your opponent must identify 1 objective marker in no man's land.
My pick. Ooh, okay.
You must identify.
I will pick this one. Okay. Or will I? No, I won't pick that one. I'll pick... Oh, it's tricky, this.
Probably the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only got 1 unit on there, though, so you could blow that up. You could blow it. No, I'll stick
you
with this
one.
I'll stick with that one. Yeah.
Okay. And Investigate Site, which you had.
I wish I had.
Really else?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I've discarded that, and in terms of no prisoners, I'm currently on 15 and Dean is on 2. Just by the nature of the 2 armies, that's going to be difficult for Dean to score this turn. So I think this is actually going to turn out like me and Rowan's games usually do. I think I'm going to end up a fair bit ahead on the primary, but I think Dean's just going to start really gunning me down now.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So
you've
got your reanimation rights of reanimation to do.
Yep, on there.
So you could do it twice if you wanted to. You could heal up this one D3 and then heal up this one D3 as well, or you could double up on one of the units. It's up to you, because both have taken a little bit of damage at this point.
So can I do 1 first and then see?
Yeah, and see what the lay of the land is.
Right, we'll go here.
So D3 on that unit.
How many short are they again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1d3.
1d3, yep. So 2 more of them come back.
So that's 18. And I will do it there. So
Cool. And our D3.
So that's down to 1.
You.
And that would be 2. Because start with my turn, it would have went up to a 3.
I already did it.
Oh, you did it, okay.
Or did it? No, I don't think it did. Yeah, so you're on 2 now. Yeah, that's right. So and then so you get 3 more then back. Nice.
Nice.
Remember, give them the right guns because they're different for the 2 units.
Oh, which one's?
So yeah, this one you've done the right. Yeah.
Made a boo-boo in that one.
Yeah.
So 1 goes there.
Yep. And then you got 2 more to add to that. Yeah.
2 more to add to them, and they're
with the shorter double-barreled guns.
There we go.
Cool. That's pretty successful command phase.
Yes. And that's it. Movement phase.
Movement phase coming right up, folks.
It was a bit of a regrouping phase for the Kehratet dynasty, with 2 units falling out of combat, but they would still be able to shoot this turn, thanks to the command protocol.
I have got Dean's dice for that big unit of warriors.
Oh yeah.
There, prepared for
and we're going to go into
the dreadnought.
Into the dread. I think I have to.
Okay. Give me your hands.
How many is that? Did you say?
17 times 2. What's that? 32.
It's 32 here.
32 there.
I'll just throw this one in my arms now. And I'm hitting on
3s because they weren't in range.
Sorry,
that will be done.
What did you say? I was too busy.
3s.
3s.
Oh no, 4s, sorry, because you fell out of combat. Yeah, so it's -1 to hit, so 4s.
But does that not...
Well, you wouldn't be able to shoot normally at all for falling out of combat.
It just allows you to
That protocol lets you do it, but it's -1 to hit.
Okay, so 4s.
And before you roll your wound rolls, do you want to do the stratagem for 6s will cause a mortal wound in addition on them, or do you want to save that? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 1 CP, and then any 6s will be doing a mortal wound in addition.
I need anything I've got, so that's these. So
yeah, wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s, any 6 is a mortal wound.
Yeah. So that's 3 off the bat, so he's down to 2 wounds.
4 actually.
Caps it.
Oh, caps it. So that's just 1. No, hits at 4s, did you say?
5s.
5s.
But the 6s will also be regular saves for me. So 4 saves here.
Okay.
Your AP -2, so comes AP -1, so 4 ups. So the averages say I fail 2 here and he dies. That's average. He's dead.
Does he blow up?
Does he blow up? No.
No, he doesn't.
Yet to have an explosion in this game. It's very upsetting. Right. So you've now you've got your 2 staffs. So you've got a staff here and a staff there. And other than that, it is this big unit of Necron Warriors.
Do I want to shoot?
Could go after Asgrim if you wished.
That's Asgrim there.
That's Asgrim. That's
Oh,
the
how
man
many?
himself.
What's his armor? Well, what's his health?
He's 6 wounds.
6
and
wounds.
He's got a 4 up in bun. You got a good chance to kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, go for him.
All those units, all those should kill him.
1, 2,
I think
3,
it's
4,
18 in there.
18.
So all those dice that I just gave you, it's those plus another 2. So those 2 and then another extra 2.
Shots on him.
Shots on him.
Hitting on 3s.
Hidden on 3. You could split as well if you wanted to. You could put some into the blood claws. It's up to you.
No, I think I'll...
Put everything into. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do 2 wee bits.
Hitting on 2s with these ones because they will be done and they've not fallen out of combat or anything.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
So 1s are away. 1 away, me boy. I think that's it.
Okay. And then your strength 5 and toughness 4, so wounded on 3s.
Again, I'll just do it in all sections. Wounding on 3s.
Pass me all those. Oh, no, those are the misses.
Oh.
Pass me the hits.
There goes that dice.
Why are you passing me the misses?
Because they were your dice. You loaned them to me.
Well, I want the hit ones. I want the good ones. Okay, so these are all 4 ups on my invuln. 3. Yeah, he's dead.
He's gone.
He's gone. I don't know if Asgrim's ever survived the game. Doesn't have very often.
The 2 Doomstalkers and the warrior unit shot next, each doing a little bit of damage onto their respective targets.
That's it, I think.
That's it. I am going to spend a CP over here to heroically intervene with my Dreadnought. I'm assuming you've not got any charges to declare.
Do I want to charge?
I know you can charge them because they fell back, so it would really only be this unit.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to spend the CP to be able to heroically intervene up to 6 inches.
Okay.
So that gets me into there, and then we'll just roll into the combat phase here. So I'll do my sweep attack again, so that's 5, then 10, hitting on 2s. Oh, that's a lot of ones, Linden. Wounding on 3s. Ugh. 4 saves, AP -3, so 6 up. 3 dead, and then that's all of them, so you don't get your reanimation protocols. Okay. Aha! So I am going to get to charge that Doomstalker in my turn.
He won't have a chance at shooting,
you can overwatch and see if you can get some 6s and blow me up on the way in. But anyway, that was pretty killer, Dean. Yeah, I'm in a spot of bother. I'm still high on points, but that unit is just very deadly. And yeah, you've wiped out Vigo. You wiped out Asgrim. Vigo's blown himself half to bits already. Yeah, three of my Dreadnoughts are gone. I might be able to get my Wolves to try charging over there and tie him up, but yeah, you've still got your 2 big power units and your Warriors. So anyway, but we'll see how turn 3 goes, but it's been bloody so far. I am going to score no prisoners. That's another 5 for me on the secondary. Yep. Dean, did you score any of your secondary?
No. No, I did not. It was basically this and to
destroy that.
And that's it. So far I've not really scored anything of this. So even though it's looking pretty here, it doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. Okay, right, we show. Yeah, he doesn't have a morale to do because he only lost 1 this turn. Oh, the Wolves have a morale to do because they lost 1 and they're only leadership 4. So on a 3, 1 will. One does run away, 3 to be fine. And then because I'm below half strength, on 1s and 2s, those will run as well. No. So 2 are left alive, another 1 has run away.
Okay.
Right, I've obviously not got Asgrim left anymore, so there'll be no litanies this turn. So it's just on to my 3 secondaries, and I don't really like any of them. So I got Aerial Deny, which means I need to push Dean 12 inches away from the centre of the board. I'm just not going to be able to do that with those Warriors. I'm just not going to be able to chew through enough of them, so that's probably not doable. I've got No Treat, No Surrender, which means don't leave an objective, which I'm not going to do because those Wolves want to go over there and I want to move forward with my characters here and I potentially want to do a charge there. So I'm not going to be doing that. And then I've got Secure No Man's Land, which is control 2 objectives in the middle of the board, which
is possible.
It's possible. So I'm going to leave that one. This unit could charge into the Warriors and still be holding that one, but then when Dean consolidates, he'll just wrap around me and then he'll control that objective. So it would really mean if I control this middle one and that one, and I potentially want to leave that one to charge the Warriors. So anyway, we shall see, but I'm sort of thinking that I won't score any on the secondary this turn. But we'll see. We're going to go Doomstalker hunting anyway.
All remaining Space Wolf units close in to make a charge this turn, apart from Vigo, who remains on the home objective to claim it for the Wolves. And Vigo was obviously too busy claiming for the Wolves because he failed to manifest any psychic powers in his psychic phase. With the 3 venerable dreadnoughts gone, the sting had been taken out of the Space Wolf shooting phase, but they did manage to bring down the remaining Scarab and 3 warriors. The Space Wolves made all 5 of their charges, but 1 intercessor was felled through Overwatch. Then the Plasmancer began the fight phase by taking a wound from the remaining Bloodclaw and the intercessors.
Okay, this unit of intercessors are going to shoot at tonight. No, I'm not going to shoot it, I'm going to attack the next one.
I'm going to club them.
2s, because I'm Space Wolves, and then wounding on...
Golly gosh.
Force. That's an incredibly good roll, Linden. 9 saves at AP -1, maybe 5 up.
3, 6, 9. 5 up.
5 up. That was a good roll.
So that's 3 dead.
3 reanimations.
Nope.
Ones you reroll, remember?
One's reroll.
No. 3. Okay, so 3 dead.
From here.
From here. You've not got CP to interrupt, so I'll move on to the Sergeant of the remaining Blood Claws. He hits 3 times. He wounds twice. It's AP -3, so you won't get a save, so straight to your reanimation protocols.
5 and a 2.
So 1 comes back, but 1 is dead. Next we'll do the Dreadnought over here, the Doomstalker.
What's the health of the big Doomstalker?
I think he's like 12, maybe 14. He'll be at the heavy support, the explosion icon. I'll just roll my hit rolls. He is -1 to hit with that, but he
Doomstalker.
so hits twice.
What am I looking for here?
Wounds, W at the end.
12.
12. He wounds twice. AP -3, I think. I think you've got a 3 up save, don't you?
AP. Say 8 plus 3.
3 plus, yeah.
plus.
So you'll get 6 up save. 2 6 up saves.
2 6 up saves.
Yep. Saves 1, and then it's D3 plus 3, so 6 wounds.
So you're down to 6.
Down to 6. And then I'll do this unit of intercessors over here.
Can the Doomstalker, can they fire when in combat?
Yes, but only at what they're in combat with. And you might not be able to if...
Use the cannon or something.
Yeah, if it's blast, you won't be able to shoot with it. So they all hit because of the 6s exploding.
Check that now.
And you have 7 saves to make on these Necron Warriors here. At AP -1, so 5 up.
4, 5, 6, 7. 5 up, you said?
5 up, yeah. So 4 go through and then reanimation on them.
So 2 die.
And you get that 1 to reroll.
Nope.
So 2 die.
The warriors brought down 1 intercessor, but more importantly were then able to consolidate onto that objective and take it from the Space Wolves.
Okay, that's end of my turn. I'm not going to get aerial deny because Dean's within 12 inches of the sorting board. I'm not going to get no retreat, no surrender. And I'm not going to get no man's land because I only control 1 in no man's land. So I get 0 points this turn, and I'm probably going to discard all those 3.
All 3.
All 3 as well.
Just get new ones.
Yep, so see what happens with Dean. His turn to have tied up his Doomstalkers at least, but he's going to be able to Veil of Time with one of his units out of combat and,
and shoot.
And do some shooting. Yeah, so see what happens there.
My command phase. I get my other protocol of the Hungry Void, which I believe is, well, it's more for like when you're in combat, like familiar and stuff, but it's not going to do
much good against Marines as well because I'm going to be ignoring the AP -1. So
I've picked up my new secondary missions: secure no man's land, extended battle lines, and deploy teleport Homer.
So secure no man's land, you've got to control 2. Is that right? In no man's land.
At the end of your turn, control 2 or more. Yes.
So yeah, we'll have a think about that. There might be a way for Dean to score that too, because he's
hopefully
got.
Maybe.
I mean, he'll definitely have that one. There's nothing I can do to get that off of him, but he may have a play to get either his Warlord or potentially advance with him because he's got a lot of movement. So there might be a play for Dean to get 2. We'll see about that. And what was your third one?
Deploy teleport Homer.
Okay, so Dean can obviously Veil of Time with that unit. And his Plasmancer over to here, and then you can do that, deploy to Homer with his Plasmancer and still be able to shoot with the Warriors. So.
And I'm going to use Technomancer 2, do a roll 3, D3.
And then you can decide if you want to do that again or not. So bring back 3.
Oh lordy! Which
do.
ones are these? That's the shorter ones.
Yeah, the Ghost Blast. The Ghost Blasters,
where did I put that?
Ghost Reapers, sorry.
Ghost Reapers. So it's 3. 1, 2. Have we got another one here?
At this point, you probably want to hang on to your CP, actually. That's probably enough of them to deal with that combat.
I think so, Linden, yeah.
So, hold on to 2 CP for something else. And then he's obviously, before they Veil of Time away, he's obviously going to stick plus die will be done onto them, so they'll still be hitting on 2s, which is very nice.
I think.
And then, yeah, back in Dean's movement phase.
Necron movement phase, and the Veil of Darkness ploy was finally sprung. The warrior unit teleported across the battlefield.
Okay, shooting phase.
Come up with a plan.
Got a plan. Got an idea. I'll start here just to see. I'm going to hopefully plan is to shoot Boris with the cannon, but I'm going to use my gauze on the wolves.
So he wouldn't be able to shoot the cannon either way because it's blast.
Yeah.
So you couldn't shoot at the wolves. But if he declares now into Boris and gets lucky with his 2 gauze shots into the wolves, then yeah, he'll be able to shoot the big cannon at Boris. So
we'll do so. That's 2.
4 shots because you're in half range.
Half range. Hitting 3s.
4s.
4, sorry.
Yeah. Just 1 hit.
So that's
not going to be enough to do
not
it.
going to be enough.
It does wound. It's got an AP on it, so no save. Oh,
dang.
One is dead. Wolves have done well actually of not running away and things.
Do melee? No, that's charge.
Yeah,
later on,
happen
shooting
later.
phase. Yeah.
Shooting phase.
Technomancer.
So he advances -1 to hit, but he'll still be getting his 3 shots.
3 shots on Boris.
On Boris, just
what? What's his health?
6 wounds.
6.
So he's not going to be able to do it on his own, but you've got these guys as well.
So you should maybe shoot Thingy, because he's on 2, isn't he?
Vigo, shoot Vigo, and then all this can go into.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're in rapid fire range of Vigo, but they're not in rapid fire range of Boris. So some of them you'll be able to get 2 shots off with against Vigo. Okay. So I think it's worth chipping away at Boris with
just
him,
to bring him
because
down
you're going to get more of a benefit with them going into Vigo as well as Boris.
Okay. So that's
1 hit. Doesn't win.
That was a waste.
And then he can shoot his little guns into the Dreadnought.
Yep, so that's
4 of them. Hitting on 5s because he's been degraded. So 2 hits. Doesn't wound. And then it's just these guys. So
I've got my. No, he's not got a gun. He's
firing his arrow. So this guy's obviously doing teleport homers, which is good. So that's going to score Dean 5 points because there's nothing I can do about that. And then these guys, maybe put 3 of them into Vigo and the rest into Boris.
Okay.
Maybe. So the 3 into Vigo gets 6 shots.
Yeah.
And the rest go into Boris.
Right, so we'll do Vigo first. So that's 6. And that's hitting on
3s. Hitting on 2s actually. Sorry, because you've.
Oh yeah, the.
Oh yes, and do you want to spend both your CP on them actually? Because it's kind of Hail Mary time. So do you want to do both your CP for 6s to hit explode, so it'd be an extra hit, and then also 6s to wound will do mortal wound.
Yeah.
I think that's probably.
Yeah, just to be sure.
So you got an extra hit on those.
Thank you, Linden.
Yep. And then to wound. It's 3s. No, sorry, 4s.
He's on the good. So 6s.
So your 6s cap at 3. So it's up to you, because I think the 6s are more important to use to kill Boris. Mm-hmm. So I'd maybe hold off on using your 6s at the moment, or you could use one of them. So you could use one of them, and then I'd be down to 1 wound, and then I'd have 3 saves to make. So still a pretty good chance of killing. Or you could just use both the 6s and he's dead and not worry about it. But I'd maybe want to save some of those 6s for Boris.
Right,
but it's up to you. So it's up to you what you want to do. I have to make because I'm within half range, I've only got a 4-up save on this. I got 3 saves at 4-up.
Okay, we'll do 1 then.
Do 1 and then 3 saves at 4-up. No, just enough, perfect. So he's dead. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots into Boris. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting on 4s. Hitting on 2s.
2s.
Comes to you. Die will be done.
Die will be done.
Yeah. And those 6s generate an extra hit, because you did that stratagem too.
3, so that's an extra 3.
Yep, and everything else hits. Excellent.
Wounding on
4. So there's 2 6s in there, so that's immediately 2 mortal wounds. So he's down to 4 wounds, and then 4's to wound.
So you would have to still
take those saves, yeah.
So that was just so that's
yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
It's 4's to wound.
Oh shit! Sorry. So that's 3.
I think one of those 3s.
Was that?
Yeah. So 6 saves. 4 up. Oh, he's alive on a
1
wound. I will just double check that he is 6 wounds and not 5, because I'm now. I think he is 5. I think I was lying. I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He was in 5.
I think he's only 5 wounds. I think I was lying there.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's 5 wounds. So he's dead. He is dead.
Oh.
Job mission accomplished. So Dean is going to get secure no man's land and teleport homers. At the end of turns, that's 10 points on the primary there, on the secondary there.
Kehratet, the Doomsfather, charged into the intercessors, but was heroically intervened into by the one remaining Bloodclaw. In the combat phase, the Doomstalker wiped out the remaining wolf, freeing itself up, and Kehratet destroyed the last of the Bloodclaws.
Okay, Space Wolf shooting phase is just a sort of a smattering of the stuff that's in combat. So these 2 intercessors first. They hit once with their bolt pistols, they wound once, so a 4 up save on. Actually, no, 5 up save, because pistols are in the assault doctrine as well, so 5 up save. Nope. And then reanimation on that. Nope. Re-roll the 1 because you're a warrior unit. Nope. And then the 4 pistols from this unit into Kehratet. 2 hits, 1 wound, AP -1, so 4 up save. He's fine. And then the 4 shots from the Stormbolter into the Doomstalker. 2 hits. Doesn't wound. Okay, straight into combat, and because I didn't charge anywhere, Dean gets to activate first.
Here.
Okay, so he's 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s. 2, AP -3, so 5 up. I don't save any of them. 1's on 1 wound, so he dies. And then do you want to roll your damage for the other one? It's D3, so you need a 3 or 4 to kill one. Nope. So 1 just takes 1 wound. Okay, I'll activate with the Dreadnought over there then. So he's 4 attacks. You'll be doing the big sweep attack again.
Oh, nice.
He hits 3 times. Wounded on 3s. 2 wounds. 6 up save. Nope. And that is 5 damage, 9 damage. So he's dead. But does he blow up? Not an explosion yet, Dean.
Oh, this would be good. That'd be good.
Be a good time to have it?
No.
Okay, so he's gone. And I shall just move slightly back into the fray with my Dreadnought, but he's kind of out of the game now at this point. Your activation next, so the warriors over here. It's still 17 of them.
17 of them. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
That's a good roll, Dean.
That's a good roll. I think that's everything.
Right, wounded on 4s.
Wounded on 4s. Not so good.
Not so good, but still a lot of saves.
Yep.
That's that 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Drop 2, so 1 more dice. And then I shall do his attacks back. So
It's getting tied up, the thing.
3 attacks. Hits once. Wounds once. So just a 5 up save over there. Yep. It's fine. And then lastly is just hitting back over here. Wounding on 5s. Just the 1, AP -1, so 4 up.
6.
Fine again, wow. Armour's holding firm. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because you would have just healed yourself up in your turn. Right, Dean, I think it's going to be mop-up time now, so be your turn. Turn 5. This is the end of it, isn't it?
This is the last one.
This is the last of it. But yeah, be close on the points, but we'll see if I can just survive this turn or not.
Command phase.
You've drawn
I've
protocol.
drawn protocol. Nothing really.
It would help.
Much.
If anything, it's the one that helps living metal stuff, so nothing's hurt.
I've got these second missions: hold the line, assassination, and area denial.
So he's already scored assassination for killing all 3 of my characters. So he's already got that. Hold the line. What do you have to do? To
second mission: end the battle.
He has to kill my dreadnought. So
he
needs to remove my dreadnought from his deployment zone. So he might be able to do that with a Doomstalker.
Area denial.
Aerial denial. He needs to kill these 3. But before that, he's just going to move on to this objective with his.
Well, shoot with the.
Let's movement phase first.
Oh, of course, sorry. Yeah.
So
they're in.
They're in, and they're just going to raise that objective for 5 victory points, and
he will raise for 5.
So that's Dean getting 10 victory points right there, and then straight into shooting phase. So we'll open up with a Doomstalker.
Too many shots.
It's -1 to hit because you're shooting through a bunch of different terrain and things. But 4 shots. So hitting on 5s. There's the 1.
Just
something. Winding on 3s. Does wind.
Oh, just
4 up. Okay, and then that's all that happens in your shooting phase because he's raising a banner. They're in combat, and they are also raising. So straight into combat. So I get to go first.
Yes.
So I will. Yes, hit over here and see what I can do. I've not done anything to this guy yet. Not chipped away his gold paint yet, but we'll see what we can do this time. I wasn't charged, so 6s don't explode. Just the 1 save, AP -1, so 4 up.
Nope.
Hey, I finally take a wind off.
So he's doing a 4.
Well, 4. And now attack wherever you like. Might as well go there first.
Yeah.
17 attacks again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. On 3s.
And then window on 4s.
Window on 4s. He's only got. Is he 2?
He's still 2, yeah, he's not been dashed. It's just 2 saves. Takes a wind.
Oh, Jesus.
Live on a wind. Okay, and then he'll attack you back. 3 attacks. Just hits the once. Doesn't wind. And then just your
5 shots.
5 attacks, yep.
Plus some 2s, yeah.
10 on 2s, winding on 2s. Drops 1.
4.
Okay, AP -3, so that's AP -2, so 5 ups. I saved 2, he's on 1 win, so he dies, and then roll for your damage on the other one.
So that's just the 1?
Yeah, D3. No, just takes a wind. Okay, so
that's that one.
I'm still within 12 there, so you've not done enough to score aerial deny, and you didn't kill him, but you have raised 2 banners, so and you did get 10 on the primary at the start.
Yep.
I've only got 4 models left. It's going to be my last turn. We'll have a quick look and see if there's anything that I can do to score points, see what cards I draw, but that might be curtains for the space as well. We'll have a quick look. So, I have drawn some cards, and then I needed to spend a CP to discard one of them, which gave me behind enemy lines, which is about the only one that I could score, which is also useful. So, I also could have got Assassinate by trying to run over here and get Dean's character, but then Dean would have scored 5 for me not being in his deployment zone. So I'm doubling up on stopping Dean from scoring 5 and scoring 5 myself by keeping the Dreadnought there. I'm currently 10 points behind Dean, so that would get me 5 for that, and then all I need to do is fall back with the Intercessors to reclaim this objective, because I'll be scoring at the end of my turn, which gets me another 5. So that would mean this game ends in a draw. There's nothing else Dean can do to kill stuff. However,
could I use? I suppose I can't change pay to get another one of these secondary
it
things.
would have been start turn. But
This wouldn't be.
so this is going to end in a draw.
Yes,
However, it's still 3 wins to 2 wins, and then a draw. So Dean wins
Well,
the very
thank you.
first season of Warhammer from the beginning. Well played. Well played, sir.
No, well played, sir.
Well played, well played. But yes, I feel that's a fitting end, a draw. Am I in camera? I won't be in camera. Okay,
fine.
we'll go for
We're here. We're good.
But yes, we will be back in the new season where me and Dean both begin our brand new armies from the beginning. But that was a slobber knocker, you know.
That was a good one. It
Good one.
was.
As I say, like you should never count yourself down and out with Necrons, even when I'm racking up at the start. 'Cause they're just hard to put down. They just grind you down and grind you down. And as you say, like in the game, you've still got pretty much 2 full units of Necron Warriors intact, and that's where the damage came out, and a Doomstalker that's now freed up.
Characters.
Yeah, and I've got 3 intercessors and a Wolf and Dreadnought, which did a very good job, to be fair, surviving the whole game, because he was targeted about every turn by a Doomstalker, and he's only taken 3 wins.
I think it's just keeping an eye on, like, I suppose this is the first time we've done, like, with these, the cards you went for secondary objectives and stuff, which adds to it.
Yeah. But you did well.
That was good.
Scoring points and that.
Good end of the draw. Nice.
Good end of the
fitting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There'll be no stabbing in the back over dinner this evening.
No.
Sitting at the end of our long dining table, glaring at each other.
Giving each other the
Could
eyes.
pass the salt? No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Anyway, we shall catch you again soon. I hope you've enjoyed this a lot. And the next time Dean is back, he will not be playing against me. He'll be playing against Rowan for the first time. Yeah, and I'll get to watch and just have a stress-free day in the studio.
You've been taking it easy, that one.
I'll be taking it easy, yeah. Anyway, we'll catch you then. I hope you had a good time. See you next time.
See you.